Hey bookworms, welcome back to my channel and to another review. This time I will be talking about The Devil and the Dark Water by Stuart Tartan. He previously wrote the book The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which I loved. And even though both books are very different and are perfect standalones, there is a lot of similarities between them. Both have a standard murder mystery structure wrapped in a very unusual and even somewhat fantastic setting. So if that sounds interesting, keep watching because he might be the author for you. Also, it's pretty safe to say that if you liked Evelyn Hardcastle, you'd probably like this one too. So, The Devil and the Dark Water take place in the 17th century on a ship traveling from Batavia, this is in modern-day Indonesia, to Amsterdam, in modern-day Netherlands. But just before it sets sail, a threat is heard that the voyage is cursed and its passengers are marked for death. The threat was made by someone who isn't able to speak and who dies moments after making this threat. The ship does set sail with some of the passengers believing something horrible will happen, but without any idea of what, how, and by whom. The good news are that the world's greatest detective is on the ship, but the bad news are that he's chained and locked in a cell. So it's up to his best friend and some clever passengers to try to solve this very strange case and hopefully prevent the thing that might happen. Hey, don't expect short, simple plot lines from Stuart Tartan. Guys, I finally made it. Almost halfway through this year, I finally read a good book. This is both great and kind of sad, but I really enjoyed this one. It was fun, entertaining, really keeps you guessing, both about the crime and the potential criminal, but also the options of things being supernatural. This book is so unique and so imaginative, and I just had lots of fun reading it. Now don't expect anything too serious. I feel like fans of old school detective books might even look down on this book because it has such a strange, possibly supernatural setting, but I still loved it. If you like uniqueness, if you like good murder mysteries, if you like books setting in the past, and we don't really get many that are focused on the Dutch East Indies, so if those are things that you like, then this might be the book for you. Also, I have to praise Tartan for immersing the book in the world of 17th century and maritime. I had to Google many things while reading, both titles of jobs and bits of ships, and I loved it. I just love the new knowledge I gained and would probably never use. However, if I had to point out something less than positive, it would have to be the female characters, and probably not in the way that you think. You see, I got this feeling that Tartan is one of those feminist men, no shade there, feminism is great, who want to overcompensate both for the underrepresentation in novels and also the way women were treated back then. Therefore, every single one of the female characters in this book is absolutely fantastic. One is genius level smart, another a true detective who can figure a person out completely just by small talk, a third is very kind and good-hearted. I mean, thank you, Stuart, it's very nice of you. But it's okay to have at least one female character who's an asshole, a manipulative gold digger, for example. It's okay. Mind you, there are about 5 female characters in the entire book, but still, we have a great diversity with men. Some are charismatic, some are kind, some are stoic, some are assholes. And if men can be diverse, so can women. Seriously though, I don't want to deter any of you from reading this book just because it has so many Mary Sues. It's just something that I noticed. They do work well with the male characters. There isn't any "men are always the bad guys" here, which is a sentiment that I personally hate. However, there is a really cool line there about how men are the emotional ones, not women, which, in that context, I agree with. Generally speaking, men and women are unique creatures and we can't judge all of them as one group. I always need to be careful with these things whenever I even mention feminism, sexism, men and women even. There will be people saying something in the comments about it. But you know, it is Facebook, so I'm used to it. And I could always use the comments. Comment on my videos. Sorry about that. Other than that, my only real complaint has to do with the solution to the mystery, which means, of course, I'll have to tread very lightly in order to not to spoil anything. It's not that the twist at the end doesn't make sense, but I feel that the build-up to it could have been done better. I feel that items, you know, things, where they are, and people's personalities and stuff like that were just not set enough for me to read it and go, oh, so that's what it was, you know? But to conclude, I really had a fun time reading this book. It was very interesting, and I love the uniqueness of its setting and its mystery. And if all of this sounds like something that you might like, I also can't recommend enough The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which personally I liked better. I think if you watch my review and you know my style, then you probably figure out why. But also, both books are great, and I think I found a new, maybe not favorite, but let's say a good author to follow, and I can't wait to read more from Stuart Tartan. And guys, those were my thoughts on The Devil and the Dark Water. Thank you very much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and have the bell notification on so you won't miss any new video that I upload. Also, write down in the comment section if you have any other recommendations for very unique murder mysteries. If you are interested in any of my recommendations, check out the description box. I linked there some other videos that I think you might like. So again, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.